Hey guys, it's Viger, and an isolated reaction as opposed to the ones that are done on the live stream, but it's the second trailer for the third Sonic movie. And I was like this with the second movie, with all of everything that was going on with that. I am so excited for this one. Because it's not just the fact that we're getting Shadow. We're getting Sonic Adventure 2 with the twist. And that game lives rent-free in my head as one that I grew up with as a wee little lad back in the early to mid-2000s. So, I'm going to be breaking this one down after I go through it once over. Because I feel like I didn't nitpick the first one. I need to do that now because there's a bunch of stuff that I'm probably going to see that I'm probably going to need to discuss. So with all of that being said then, we are going to be reacting to the second trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And with all of that being said, let's...
Here we go. Showtime.
Why, yes it is.
What is this den of madness?
Are you Detective Pikachu?
He does look like a Pokemon. Pika Pika.
We're gonna need to break that one down.
What? Get down.
It's time, Shadow. Finally, we will have our revenge. But what good is a dastardly plot if you can't conspire with family?
There's two Eggmen now?
Yeah.
Double your villains, double your fun. Any last words?
Nice magic marble. Real scary.
Yeah.
That actually is real scary.
Yeah, it is.
Trick shot.
Barely there.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super... Knuckles, do you mind?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, whoops.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super dangerous top secret mission.
We're in.
Let's say no more.
Are you ready?
We were born ready.
They're all part of Gun now.
All right, boys, try and keep up.
Come on, Granddaddy-O. We've got dirt to do. With Shadow's powered, we can rule humanity.
Oh, they got the original outfits.
There won't be anything left to rule. That is dark.
That is the Eclipse Cannon
Somebody
hissing
better
on the
call Google
moon.
Maps.
Life's all about the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
Oh, they did the gun.
One head down to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
This ends now.
Our destiny awaits. You were right about one thing. This ends now.
Christmas bit. The fact that you just got Jim Carrey playing off it with himself is just perfect. You can't get it's like he never does sequels. And it's like, so the fact that he's doing the third one and he's doing two roles, you know it's special then. God, this one was good. I need to see this movie so freaking bad. But alright, let's see if there's anything that we need to break down. First off, though, is the whole Detective Pikachu bit, which that kind of opens up a little bit of a can of worms as far as this world is concerned. Because of the fact that, it's obvious Nintendo exists. Does Sega exist? And if Sega does exist, who took up the mantle of Mario's rival? Because it clearly is not Sonic, because he's a real thing in this. That would be interesting for them to play off of. Like, I guess maybe Alex Kidd takes up the reins. The Sonic franchise just doesn't exist, and it's Alex all the way. I don't know. But Mina would be extremely happy to know Chow Garden exists, but it's a Chuck E. Cheese sort of establishment. Don't need to worry about any bites of 87 happening in this bit. That's good. That's good. We stand by that. A nice callback to Gerald in his cell, doodling all sorts of stuff. But for starters, methinks this is not the arc overall. Like the whole research facility and everything. Don't think it's that. Honestly, this is just the Eclipse canon in and of itself, just by itself. And speaking of the Eclipse canon, that shot goes freaking hard. Yes, I know there's going to be at least one theater somewhere in the entire world where there's going to be one guy that's going to be screaming at the top of his lungs, he's pissing on the moon. We all know that's what's going to happen. We all know that it will happen. But the fact that, again, it's another Adventure 2 nod, with the Eclipse cannon being fired at the moon as an act of just a demonstration while they hold the world hostage. God. What I'm really curious about, though, is this location here. Where is this taking place at? Where is Sonic and Shadow's supposed final confrontation taking place at? Because I wasn't anticipating fire and brimstone when it came down to the blue blur versus the ultimate life form. Was not expecting that. That usually is in Final Rush, while in the mad sprint to the Eclipse cannon. I'm curious how they're going to do space as well. Are they just going to ixnay the whole Mobians can breathe in space bit? I don't know what they're going to do. There's a lot with this that there is a lot of what ifs. But we've also got Shadow with a gun. Of course, it has to happen. He's got the motorcycle. He's got the gun. Is there going to be any indication of, like, Black Arms mumbo jumbo going on here, which explains again why the Eclipse cannon exists in the first place? It wasn't to hold the world hostage, it was to protect the world, but because Maria dies, Gerald loses his sanity and then turns the gun on to everyone else. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Also,
Maddie,
that is one heck of a sweater. Very much one heck of a sweater you got going on there, my guy. Also, don't think I don't notice the pink shirt. I think we know who's going to be popping up in the post-credits scene then. Or at least will be a main focus for the fourth movie, which deserves a tangent of its own, because if I recall correctly, I'm going to need to hunt this one down, because
are you ready?
I need to hear just at least one bit, because I think I heard something in that. Give me a sec.
Somebody better call Google Maps.
Life's all about the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
One hedgehog to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
Why does that sound like his world? That's 06's main theme. I didn't think Sega would do this act of penance, but I think I just now know what Sonic 4 is going to be all about. I think the fourth movie is going to be 06. Call it a hunch and call me crazy, but lest we forget, 06 in and of itself was a bad game. It didn't have a terrible story. It just had bad gameplay, glitches out the wazoo, abysmal loading time, and just god-awful controls. But the story and the CGI and the characters themselves, they worked. They worked. So if you take the good, which was basically just a movie, and then make a movie. I may be pulling at straws and may just be wanting to hear what I think I'm hearing. But I swear I can't be the only one that thinks that sounds like his world.
Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
One hedgehog to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I
Has
wanna
that
hit you.
beat to it. Let me, like, at the very end, let me hear it.
Ends now.
Now that's just generic, but I swear I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it
It's
here.
all about the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
One hedgehog to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
Again, I could be grasping at straws there, but that just sounds too close. I never even played 06 because I didn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation 3 at the time. I got the other half of why 06 was bad. I got Sonic and the Secret Rings on the Wii. But that just sounds like it. That just sounds like it. But I'm also curious about another thing that I'm just now thinking, that I'm now seeing. We now know what, like in the first trailer, Shadow was running against a wall and everything. It wasn't technically a wall. I guess technically it was a charging chamber. Because he's the battery for the Eclipse Cannon, not the Chaos Emeralds. And those MacGuffins are still somewhere. They're out there. But it doesn't look like our Robotniks need them. But it's entirely possible that they will show up. They kind of have to. If Sonic's going to get to the Eclipse Cannon without a rocket, he needs to be supersonic. You can't have a final boss fight involving the Eclipse Cannon without a super transformation, so you wonder if Sonic and the gang are going to hold off Shadow and Robotnik while the human element is out hunting for the Chaos Emeralds. Dragon Ball style and everything. You wonder if that's what's going to happen. Kind of gives them something to do while the Mobians are doing their thing that the humans really can't do. Again, grasping at straws, theorizing here, but it's entirely possible that that could be a direction. What else can we look into? Again, they finally, it takes 3 movies, but they finally got Robotnik in his outfit. They finally got him in the thing. But again, I just want to know this hellscape that they're fighting on. Where did, like, the Eclipse Cannon have, like, a little bit of a firing at the Earth, and this is where they're duking it out? Is this, like, post-Eclipse Cannon destroyed, and now Sonic and Shadow just have to slug it out? Hedgehog v. Hedgehog. But again, we gotta remind ourselves, this looks like something that would be a lot more, like, geared towards an older audience, that it wouldn't be having such a cartoony aspect. Then you gotta remind yourselves that this is Sonic the Hedgehog, and nothing about this is at all cartoony in any way, shape, or form. This is some serious business. This is where Sonic grew up. It's like, if we're not going to get Sonic Adventure 1 dealing with perfect chaos bits, we're going to be getting Adventure 2 Eclipse Cannon World Ender. And the fact that this is still technically a kids movie is very, very interesting. But I think that's where I'm going to end this reaction and analysis. Let me know in the comments below if you plan on seeing this, what you saw, what you think, who's going to be popping up in the post-credit scene, and why is it either Amy, Metal Sonic, or Silver? Let me know in the comments below. My money is still that, to the extent Amy and or Metal Sonic are going to show up. Because, again, we still have Chekhov's Sonic Quill that's in the first trailer and hasn't been used yet. We didn't even see it in this one. it's the perfect battery for Metal Sonic. I'm just saying, like literally everybody else. I'm just saying. But, again, leave comment down below what you think. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. And as always, toodles.